Hello, Concord staff. This is Adam Yoder. I am one of the third grade teachers at Concord Oxbow School, and I will be showing you how to use Google Forms as an excellent resource and a time saver for you as a teacher. Instead of taking home bundles and bundles of papers and spending hours and hours grading, why not let Google Forms do almost all of the work for you instead? I can't wait to show you this. So to show you how to find and access Google Forms, you can go to a couple different places. First thing, look for the Google Apps icon here, and all you need to do is click on it and scroll on down and find Forms. Another convenient place to find Google Forms is within Google Drive here. All you need to do is click on the New button, scroll on down and hover over More, and here's Google Forms. What it will do is it'll open up a blank template for you, and all you need to do is edit the form on how you want it to look. So first things first is you want to title your form. And then come on up to the top of it and click on Untitled Form, and it will give it the same name as you just titled. And where it says form description, this is for instructions or directions that you want to give to your students or parents or staff, however you are sharing out your form. I'm just going to simply title it Window A Assessment. It's another reminder on what the purpose of this form is for. And here is your first question. We are going to be talking a little bit more about the different uses and how different kinds of questions and how you can design a Google form. First thing first is you will want to have your students probably give you their name. So I title it first name. And what it will do here is Google tries to figure out how you want and how they want the students to answer your questions. And what it just did here is that it changed from multiple choice look to a short answer. Most of the time they do a good job about it. Sometimes they don't quite figure it out, but here they did. And since this is an imperative question that I want students to answer, I will want to click the required mark here. So that way, when they submit it, if they did not answer this question, they have to go back and answer it. When you are ready to add another question, just come on over to the menu bar over here and click on the plus sign. And what it will do is this menu bar travels up and down wherever you go on the Google form. So we are ready to start adding to our Google form with some questions. So the first one I have here is, what is the capital of England? And as you notice, again, it did not change from multiple choice because I actually want to keep it as multiple choice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in some possible answer choices. So what I need to do is click on option 1 and change your answer selections. Of London, what you can do now is you can come on down and just click add option, or you can simply click the tab button. I'll show you how the tab button works. It's just a quick little feature that you can use. So I'm going to click tab. It goes onto the add image button. Click it again, and I'm ready to go. Then I'm going to click tab, 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 and I'm ready for my next option. And this is a simple multiple choice type question that you can use. Again, I want to make it required so that students cannot forget to answer it. Simple multiple choice. Now we're ready to add another question. This one's a really cool feature, especially for some of you teachers who are primary teachers that like to have pictures and things as a possible answer choice, and I'll show you how to do that. Again, go ahead and simply come up with a question. So I'm going to come up with select the triangle, period. All you need to do is you'll see option 1. Don't type anything there. Just slide on over along the answer option here, and you will see add an image. So go and click on that. And here, all you need to do is if you already have pictures or photos already uploaded within your computer, all you need to do is just go and choose that and upload it. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and do a simple Google search. Triangle. There's the one that I want. And select, and it'll add it as an option, as an answer choice, which is really cool. So I'm going to add another one. So again, instead of typing in an answer, I'm just going to click to add an image, search. And I'm going to add the blue square here. And boom, I have two possible picture options as part of my Google form. Again, I'm going to make it required. And then when I'm ready to add another question, I'm going to do that. So here I just showed you how to add pictures for an answer. This time I'm going to show you how to add a picture as part of your question. So again, I want to title my question. Write 3 adjectives to describe the picture. So here I typed it out. And for this one, though, I did not kind of figure out that I wanted kids to do a response. I'm going to change multiple choice. You can either do short answer or paragraph. The only difference is short answer is limited to a few sentences here. For paragraph, students' responses will be over at least 2 or 3 sentences long. So it really doesn't matter which one. I like to settle with paragraph just for the benefit of the doubt. So we are all set there. Now you need to add the image as part of your question. So you'll see here as you type out your question, you will see the mountain icon to add an image. So go and select that. Again, if you already have a picture ready on hand, just go and upload that. Here I'm just going to do a simple search again. That's the one that I want. And what it'll do, it'll add the image right underneath the question. So students will look at it and they will respond for their answer. Again, I want to make it required. Another common great question source to do is to add video, which is really a powerful tool. So again, first things first, go ahead and type out your question. Watch the video below and answer this question. What mistakes does the presenter make? So for this one, I want to change the answer option to paragraph form because I obviously want them to do a response. And then to add a video, just come on over to your menu bar and select the YouTube icon to add a video. And it will directly take you right to YouTube, which was pretty sweet. And type in whatever video that you have, or if you already have the URL in hand, all you have to do is select that and paste it right here and it'll add your video. So I typed in the YouTube video that I like. Now just select the one that I want. And here it added it as an extension, so you can title your video. And you are ready to go with that one. Let me show you one more great question type that you can add. This is a great prep for the NWEA or even our brand new iLearn assessments. This will be the grid choice option. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start typing the question out first. Are these countries north or south of the equator? So here, then I'm going to come on over. And so here you have a short answer or paragraph form. Then you have the multiple choice, which we've already done. Some other options is a checkbox. So if you want to have students select more than one answer, they can do select checkboxes or a drop down. Students can upload a file as an answer choice. You have linear scale for more of like a rubric, or if you are understanding it or not understanding it. And here's the one that we want, multiple choice grid. There's also checkbox grid, and students can select date or time. So here we are, the multiple choice grid. So you have your row options and your column options. So for my row options, I'm going to type in the countries I'm going to have kids respond to. We have Italy, Spain. So here I'm simply pressing tab, get to my next option, Australia, And my last one will be Canada, our friends from up north. Now for my column options, I'm going to type in north, the equator, and then for south. And then down here requires a response for each row, since there's going to be more than one option that kids need to select. So I want to make sure that's required. Now let me show you some of the nuts and bolts of the Google Forms to make it the way that how you want it to look like. So come on over to the art icon here for customized theme. Here is, you're going to notice different color options that you can select, make it the way that you want it to look. And you can also change how the font looks. So it's not very robust. It has just a few options. So you have basic, the decorative, more formal, and a playful look. So I'm going to keep it at that. If you don't want just solid colors, you can change the header. And again, Google Forms has some limited header looks, but as new rollouts and updates happen, they kind of do change those things. So here we have work and school, illustrations, and so forth. So again, as you change those things, it'll change how your form looks and the format. Show you some different options. So here's a birthday. That one looks kind of cool with the candle sparkling. So I'm going to select that one. So that's kind of how you customize the look on how you want that to be. And then come on over to the settings gear icon, and I'll show you some other specific things. So this is a great tool, especially for parents. If you want to do like a beginning of the year survey to get information from them, you can collect their email addresses. This one here is requires sign-in. This is restricted to only Concord schools and trusted domains. Another great feature is if you only want students to take the quiz once, you can limit them to only one-time use instead of doing it multiple times through. Here is the presentation. You can have a show progress bar or shuffle question order. Please be mindful of this one. I suggest to not use this one, especially since we added images to our answer choice options. And we also added an image to our question that will completely reshuffle how that looks. So I highly suggest to not use the shuffle question order. Then down here is the confirmation message. This is just a normal one that they have in all of them, or unless if you want to rechange it. As you are done. And then for the Google Forms advanced video that I have, I will talk more specifically on how to make a form into a quiz where it'll even grade it for you, which is amazing. Big time saver, especially for me in my class and how I do Google Forms. You can set this as a quiz option. But for this, change some things. We're going to go ahead and click Save. Then some other features, whenever you see the three dots or the snowman, I could think there's always more options. So you can make a copy of the form instead of having to recreate it. You can just tweak a couple things from it. There's a get pre-filled link you can print. Another cool feature is add collaborators. Especially for that, you can, within your grade level team, each of you can be on there. I suggest that this isn't as robust as Google Docs or Google Slides or Sheets, where a lot of you can be on at the same time. This is going to be a little bit more crazy on that. So I highly suggest that maybe one or two of you are collaborating at the same time on a Google form. And then there's add-ons, which I'll talk more about on the advanced slide. So when your form is ready to go and you're ready to send it and share it out with your students, come on up to send. Here's some different ways on how to do that. First one is to email it to the students. If you want to email to one or two students, this would be your easiest way of doing that. Here you can type in a message for it and send. Easiest way is to send the link. So just copy the link. You can even shorten it up, or you can embed it, which is a really cool thing too. So you could just copy that. So I'll show you how that looks. So within how I add the link or embed within PowerSchool, this is my embedded. So really simple way within PowerSchool to embed the link here, and then the kids just have the form, boom, right here, they're doing it within it. Or you can just copy the link and just add it. Students will click on it and it will take them to a new form, and they are ready to rock and roll to go ahead and complete it out. So back to our demo here. So let me show you on the student end when they are ready to preview it. Just come on to the eye icon here and just click on that. And this is what it will look like from the student end of things. So we're just going to go ahead and go and answer this quiz out. We have Justin Time filling this in. What is the capital of England? So London. Here's the multiple choice look. Our answers as pictures. So we're going to select the triangle here. And then here was the picture as part of the question. So students will look at this and they need to type in 3 adjectives to describe the picture. So bright, blah, and blah. So other options. So here was the video as a possible question. So students would watch the video and then type in the response here. And then the grid option. So students would select either if Italy is north or south of the equator. And then here, remember when I said it, they must answer all options before they can submit the quiz. So Spain, north, Australia is definitely south, and Canada is back to north. And we are ready to submit. And I typed in that response, congrats, you are done. So then back to our form that we created, you will notice then as students start responding, you'll get your responses here. So go and click on that. And this gives you some awesome detailed information that paper pencils do not. So here you'll see the students who are filling that out. And here it graphs in the responses based on for each question, which is really cool. And then here you will see written responses as they start populating. And then here's another graphing based on the types of questions that we had in this form. So that's a class summary view. If you want to specifically look at students and possibly print and hand that back to parents or to the students, you can do that from this option here. And another great feature is you can upload this to create it as a spreadsheet, which I really like. So here, create a spreadsheet. It'll give you the title based on the title of your form, create, and everything's saved within your Google Drive. And again, here, really cool features. So when you have multiple students, you can categorize based on how they answer questions. So this gives you a nice snapshot on how your class is doing versus having to sort out the students who are getting it with paper and pencil. You can simply sort right here within Google Sheets, which is a big time saver and such. So again, I will be showing more advanced features on the advanced video. So back to our Google form here. Again, I'm excited for you guys. So hopefully this crash course on Google Forms basics has given you some good information on how to quickly and easily create your forms. So happy Google forming.